It's quiet. I'm sitting inside of a gigantic structure. A huge, huge structure. There's a gigantic great room here. I mean, super tall ceiling. A hand-built congregational gathering place. Now, in this congregational gathering place, the echoes of the kings of Europe are here, gathering as a bunch of Yeshua disciples in a large structure, unpersecuted, singing songs and listening to good orators. That's one kind of gathering. This building is surrounded by cabins and cottages. Cabins and cottages are being restored. Some of them are being torn down. And you've got a clerestory. You've got windows way up high. Clerestory is like an invisible story of a building. And there's two separate rooms right here. There's a room on each side of the big great room. This is the Wesley Tabernacle. That's what it's called. The Wesley Tabernacle. And there is a motion. There is a motion to begin non-stop prayer in the Wesley Tabernacle. There's the little roof line that they call the Naylor Cottage, which I am quite attracted to. And there is number 27 Asbury, the cottage where I'm staying. And there are many other cottages. And this is the Wesley Tabernacle. John Wesley would not have had his Alder's Gate experience if it weren't for the Moravians. What did the Moravians do? They got people into prayer, and they kept praying until things started to happen. There were spontaneous miracles. Dreamlike clouds. The Wesley Tabernacle. And a large building that says Austin on it. The Austin building is a large, large cottage. And one of the sisters has declared that it's a perfect place for women to reside that are coming away from terrible, scary things in life. The cottage called Austin, large cottage. And then a cottage next to it that has 4 separate living quarters, 4 apartments in one cottage. All of these cottages were built by Swiss and Norwegian, I forget. Many nationalities built these cabins. And the question is, can you see what I see? I see the opportunity for people who don't care so much about their stuff, who literally want to live with other people in prayer and in outreach, able to inhabit these places comfortably with a minimum amount of stuff. We don't need large tabernacles. We don't need fancy buildings to be the people of God. And the home communion that Yeshua taught, that got forgotten by the kings of Europe, the home communion is actually best in the homes. So, there's a great and grand query. Who would like to roll up their sleeves and put their shoulder in to work and labor side by side with other disciples and apprehend this opportunity? Some people would say, ha ha ha, just tear it all down. And there are those in this area who are hoping to apprehend this entire location and turn it into whatever, casinos, residents, etc., etc. But there's a historic power of prayer here. There has been people of prayer here across a long, long, long time. And we are calling out to God to allow this to be a safe place where families can be friends of God from youth, where families can be friends of God from youth.